Now, your average Shaw TV viewer might actually wonder what we're doing outside of the Golden Mile Arena, Your Worship, but we're here to talk about something that's near and dear to your heart. It's called dog agility. Maybe give our viewers an idea of what that is exactly.
Well, it's sort of the ultimate experience between a dog handler and their dog. From my point of view, it's the grown-up version of the little boy and his dog, you know. But get involved in the dogs involved in races, going through tunnels, over jumps, over walks, different kinds of equipment, and it's all designed to be an exercise in communication, really, between a dog and their handler. And if you do it really well, then you get good marks, and they give you ribbons and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. But more than anything else, what it is it's just a really, really neat time where when you're with your dog, for you and your dog, there's only one other thing that matters in the world, and that's the other one. And that's really kind of a neat experience.
Mm-hmm. The regional trials are taking place in this arena May 26th and 27th.
Right.
It's the Band City Kennel Club that's putting it on. You belong to the club, but you're not actually participating in this event.
No, I'm in the club, proud to be in the club, have been. It's a ton of fun. This is a fairly high-skilled event, which Marco and I we're kind of on the cusp of that. Someday, that's our dream.
Which by the way, I think that is a great name for a dog, and it's very, very suiting.
Every time he takes off on me, I go Marco. People holler Polo. You know, they can't resist. But what's happening here in the weekend is these are the most skilled of the dogs and their handlers. They're coming from Manitoba and Saskatchewan, the competition here, and then from here the people are selected who go on to nationals. It's a really, really neat thing to watch if people are interested in dog sports and just watching some of these dogs are just awesome. Mm-hmm. And the communication between them and their handler is just absolutely amazing. Just it takes your breath away. It's free, and you can come anytime. It's for the weekend, over the weekend, roughly between 9 and 5. Mm-hmm. And just come on in and take some time and watch and have a ton of fun. Watching dogs having fun and people out there handling. Mm-hmm. Now, you'll see the people who are in the competition, they're way better at communicating from a distance than Marco and I. I have to be fairly close to Marco, and he's way faster than me, so this causes some problems when we're trying to do our version of what the people will be doing here this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned communication. That's something you have to practice during your day job too. Would you say that this helps you with your day-to-day?
Well, I guess maybe to deal with the dog days, I'm not sure. No, I don't think there's a direct relationship in that way. And in a sense, maybe in a sense, because one of the things you discover when you're working with your dog, we're inclined to think communication is all about verbal, the words you say. And what you discover more and more is that working with your dog, gestures really matter. And it's not only what you do with your hands and your body, but your feet. Because stop and think about it, the part of your body that's closest to where the dog's at is your feet. So it reminds you that in the world of communications, it's about more than just words. So there is that parallel for sure. Good communication is about a lot more. It's when we're communicating with people effectively, it means we're speaking sincerely, and our body language and our emotion are part of what we project to people about caring and commitment, those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. Is it fair to say that this is one of the ways you unwind and relax from a bad day at work? I'm going somewhere with this.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for Marco and I, when we get here, when we're out for class for an hour, it's twice a week for an hour. I'm lucky if I can make it an average of one of the two. But it is, for me, it's getaway time. You can kind of set aside you can set aside the other things that you're concerned about, and you and Marco and me. Yeah, that's all that matters for that hour, and that's okay with him, and it's okay with me too.
Mm-hmm. We try and draw parallels between you and other counselors. Every one of them have a bad day. I'm talking, of course, Brian Swanson getting kicked out of the committee room the other day. You guys have bad days too.
Oh, counselors are no different than anybody else. We're all human, and we all have better days than others. And I think what we would all wish for is that when we come together to do our work on behalf of the city, that we do it respectfully. That's the bottom line. That's what the rules say, but more importantly than that, that's what people expect of us. And sometimes if you go over the edge, then you have to kind of come back and fall into the realm of respectability, and that's what people expect of us to do.
Everybody's human. Your worship, I want to thank you for giving us an insight as to what it is to be human for a city councillor.
Well, it's not hard. We all are, and the probably the difference between a city councillor and most citizens is that when you're a city councillor and you make a mistake, they put it in the media.
Yeah, exactly.
for
Shame on me, I guess.
Well, it's called news, and we all understand that. Somebody said to me one time, they said, you know, I kind of admire those of you who choose public life, and in this case, this was a farmer that I was talking to, and she said, if we make a bad mistake, you know, we make a bad decision about what we're going to seed and that kind of stuff, well, we just live with it. Nobody, but he said, if you make a bad decision, they put it on the front page, you know, or they put it on the lead story. So that's the way it is, and life goes on. But thank goodness we have a system which enables there to be freedom of speech and the public awareness of the debate about the issues that count. It's called democracy. I had a grade 3 class over at City Hall this morning. We talked about that very important point, and we reflected for a few minutes on what it's like to live in a country where you don't have those freedoms. So that's the other side of the coin, and democracy, with all of its warts, is still better than any other system in the world.
Well said. Thank you very much, worship, and we'll see you real soon.
We will. See you at the agility trials.
There you go.
There we go.